Hello guys, so let's continue with this Incredible Hulk tutorial. So right now this is what I have so far for the head. It's not finished, I have some work to do, but that will give us something like that. Okay? So you are wondering how I did this. In fact I used EasyRef. You can make it by hand, but you can use the add-on too. And on this one I added, not this one but this one, an image of the Incredible Hulk from the MCU directly, and I made some change. It's not exactly the same, as you can see, obviously, and I tried to place it correctly after I played with some, for example, just to show you, I will add a new one. Let's add a reference. Up, let's add this one. I like this one. I will do this. I will scale my reference. Let's see, like that. I will take my current one. I will try to place it. I will play with the settings up to be sure I will place it correctly, like that. Up. I forgot W to change the opacity. Okay, seems not so bad right now. You can play the cursor with Shift and RMB and play with Q, and that will play with the focal length. So just like that, you will be able to make the focal length the same as the picture you are using as reference. And after, let's try to make it correct. Up, let's see, like that. I think I will edit it a little. Like that. So with this, as you can see, EasyRef is really useful. I will exit with space. Oopla. I will undo this one. I will exit and I will make the cadenas here to not move my object depending of my camera. So right now, as you can see, I have my camera, I have my object, and just like that, I can let's duplicate this. Up, come here, up, exit, and I can edit this object. So let's see, I will duplicate this one, up, I'll press H to edit, and start the sculpt, like that. So, you can edit on this part, let's see, the opacity, if you want, up. As you can see, this is not the same character, so let's edit it a little. The interesting part is that you can zoom on this one. So let's edit it a little. I will try to follow this one. Up. Or you can just click here. Okay. And as you can see, just like that, this is pretty easy. Up. You just have to follow your reference. Up. I will just move the eyes a little. By the way, the eyes I'm using are the one in the asset library. This one, so you can add it directly to your image. So our character is like that. I think I will move this part up. I'm using the grab tool right now, just the grab tool. I don't need to use another tool right now. Up. And maybe we could make the mouth open. Could be interesting to open the mouth, but I don't really want to do this on this character. Up. So this is what I did in fact on the other one, because the mouth was open, and I made it relaxed. That means if I want to take the same, if I want to follow all of this, I will have to just edit it a little. Up. Not make it as angry as that. Make it more natural. Up. Just move all of this. And as you can see, I'm making another version, more like this one. Let's and as you can see here, up. Let's decrease this with this mouth brush. Maybe move this one a little, like that. I still want to keep it perplex. And after you can zoom, Shift C, and trace some parts up. I will remove this one, up, like that, and smooth. Shift C to use the crest tool, like that. Like that. So I'm just using this one, and after I will use the crease and the smooth, and I will up, Shift F. Maybe let's remove you to smooth on this one. And just like that, as you can see, I can add my details. So, yes, there are some issues here. Let's round this part. Okay. And for this part, I will show you something else. As you can see, if we check, maybe I will change something else too. I will move a little this here and this here. Let's try to make something different. Not too strong. So you can use references, but be careful. Try to not follow them entirely, because it's not possible. For example, my character has the mouth closed and the reference open, so I need to make it work with the mouth closed. And just like that, as you can see, that will work. And right now I'm just using the grab tool, because this is enough. I don't really need to use something more. Yep. Just want to check my model. Also, be careful about the view tool. Yep. View for the focal length. Previously on Blender it was that, so it was really weird. Now actually this is that. Still weird in my opinion. You can use this. It's up to you. And also be careful because the width of the view will change also the focal. I think, I'm not sure about this part, but sometimes when I have a small view, everything is weird. So let's edit this one a little. Up. Like that. Okay. So let's improve the eye. Like that. Okay, so this is another test of the head. This is not the same as the previous one. Let's this is another test. Up. This is another test. Up. Another test. Like I said, always test. So this is the one from the video, from the start of the video, and this is no, this is another one. Up. And this is the current one. So I will have to choose which one I want to use, obviously. This one, I will just move this part a little. Be careful about the... Oula, I have something weird here. Yep. Like that. I'll fix this later. So be careful about all the views. Try to check if it works on every view. Side view, front view, etc, etc. It's up to you. And I will show you what I did to come to this model, because it's not Dyntopo. If you check, it's not Dyntopo anymore, because my computer cannot, on this character, on the size of this object, work correctly with Dyntopo. So I had to choose another approach, because this is not our final sculpting, this is just the size. The head is too flat, I think. This is just right now some blocking. It seems to be final, but it's just blocking. And it's not finished, it's some test. The head is just a test. So do this, make some test. It's not an issue if it's not finished. Make some tests. Okay. So I will name it Buzz Head 2 because I like it. Up. The other one will be Buzz Head 1 because I like it too. And after I will have to choose between those two. And I think not you, I should remove them. This is what I made previously after the video, but this is not the one from the video, I think. Let's see something. I should start and check another. What I will do is that I will take this one, okay, I will duplicate it, and I will hide the other one. Okay, so this one I will come back and make it like it was previously. On the previous video, the end of the previous video, it was Dyntopo. The resolution was, I think, this one, the resolution, just to check. As you can see, this is not that. Up. Okay. So, this is what I had previously, in fact. but this is not what I want to show you. Let's edit this one. Let's see, I think it was true, something like that. I will save my scene. Yep. Plus save. And let's update. Constant detail, subdiv collapse, resolution 2. I'm not sure 2 will be correct. Just have to wait because there are a lot of polygons. And that's it. Okay. Okay, so 2 was the correct one. So the thing was that I will duplicate this one just to show you. At one point, you will want to add more details on some parts because this level of detail is not perfect. This is nice to make the base mesh. As you can see your model, but you will sometimes have to add some details to be able to do what you want. So for that you have several possibilities. I will just move this one here. You have several possibilities. You can increase, let's see, 4, and start sculpting. Oula, I made a mistake. Hop. Let's go in sculpt mode and start sculpting, and let's use decrease. And for example, if I come here, I will just decrease and you will do this. Okay, so this is the point about the intopo. With this, you will be able to add details on your model. So let's smooth some part. Obviously, we lose a lot of details, but like I said, you will want to be able to add some details. For example, here. So smooth. In fact, I can make a general smooth a little. Up. Another one. This one will smooth your model. So let's add, and as you can see, this is correct, that works. If we check, we will have this. Or let's see, I will update everything, in fact, like that. This is another possibility. Update all your model with, for example, this size, because this size is correct. Okay, it's good. I will smooth a little all of this. And as you can see, this is not this one adds, for example, I can increase the smooth value up and increase it. That will smooth everything, but you cannot see it right now really. So let's make something different. Let's smooth it a little like that. Okay, so just like that, as you can see, we added some details, and we will be able to start sculpting. Okay, so the issue for me yesterday, because I made it yesterday, was that my computer had a lot of difficulties. So weirdly today it seems to be okay. I don't understand why, but yesterday it was maybe because it was at 6 and not at 4. But using Dintopo is pretty nice. You will be able to do what you want. Up. But it can be, at one point, in my opinion, it's not it can be, but at one point, you will want to use something else. How to tell this? Dintopo will make some artifacts you will not be able to get rid sometimes. Up. I will use the pinch on this one and smooth it a little. And if your computer doesn't follow, the thing I did, like I wanted to show you, and I wanted to show you that it will lag a lot, but on this video it's not. So I think it was yesterday my computer had difficulties, and what I want to go right now is sometimes, once you have within topo something correct, we will say, the thing that is nice, that will work, because I know it works, and this is how in ZBrush that works. You will want to make, let's see, a remesh of your mesh. Up, let's see, I will just make this to smooth everything like that a little. Up. And sometimes it's a good strategy also to clean everything like that and to restart. Don't delete everything, obviously, just clean, and after restart and make some details. Up, that helps a lot, in my opinion. Like that. This is not complicated. And restarting things most of the time helps a lot, in my opinion, because you will be faster, you will make something different, and most of the time it will be better. And as you can see, I can add some details here. Smooth. So at this point, the subdivision is correct, but you will want more details at one point, because you will be limited. Up. Let's move all of this up. And you can also decrease the size F of the brush to have a better result, like that. So, as you can see at 4, it's interesting. I can start drawing my details, like that. It's nice, and it's maybe more natural because it's not, every part are not fully detailed. I mean, up, let's do this. I mean, since I smooth a lot of part here, hopla, too big, hopla, F. I have something more natural, less 3D. Hop, let's move this part. Okay, so let's... No, it was not this. Seems better. Okay, so we will say this is... we have a weird result. Nice. This is what you have within Topo, but your computer cannot go further than that. Okay? So the thing will be to I will exit, I will duplicate it. Up. To come back in Remesh, can I? No, I cannot. But you will use the Shift R option, and with this, as you can see, you will be able to choose the size of the details you want. And I will just validate with this. That will obviously take some time because there are a lot of polygons. And with this you will have, and obviously right now you are in a modal, you can change the smooth directly like that. So I will go to the left and I will have my result. And if we check, we have something more uniform. That will be easier. I lost a lot of detail here, but it's not really an issue. I can continue to sculpt, but you will have a better result with this one. And with this one, since it's not in Topo, you will be able to make some pinch like that. So, hop. Like that, and the size I added was too big, but I show you some bad, all I want to show you are bad results. But, up, let's decrease this. But you will have something better in terms of shading. Up, like that. You can use some brush like the pinch. You can smooth it. And if it's not okay again, you can continue. It wasn't you. You can continue and decrease the size of the remesh. So right now we are at 1 point at this. Let's enter this 0.8 up. Validate. And now you have more details, and this will be much easier for your computer to edit than the Dyntopo part. At least on my computer, this is much easier for me to edit this one than editing the Dyntopo part. And as you can see, you will be able to add more details on your model. You will have better shading view. Up. Shading result. My English is so bad. Up. And this model will be, like I said, easier to edit for you, for your small computer, if, like me, you have an old computer. Like that. So, this is just to make some test. It's not a final version, obviously. Nothing is final right now because the topology has not been made. But as you can see, I can add my details. Up, let's add this. This, like I said, try to keep some thickness. After you can edit it if necessary. Where are my eyes? Here. So let's duplicate this one. Shift D. Here. On the, I will not use speed flow because you don't have it. I will change the ref object on this one. Up. And let's move it here. Okay, so let's try to edit this little guy a little. Keep a certain width here. Continue to edit your model. And the thing interesting with with remesh as this part is if you add some details, you will be able to keep them when you will make a remesh. Up. Up. I don't want to add all the details of my model right now. This is not the point. I just want to, since deblocking was correct, not on this one because this one on this video is just a test to show you how I did my version. Up. But with this you can start to add some details to check if your model is working correctly. Up. And with this kind of wire, you can add your details. As you can see, Shift C. Let's move it a little. I will use this standard brush on this part. decrease tool, the grab tool, and as you can see, just like that, I'm starting to add some details. I don't make something like that, I made something like that and then smooth up like that. Let's use the clay on this part. I add and I smooth, Shift C. The one I really use the most. You add your details and after you smooth a little. You just want to see, you don't want to show. I don't know if you understand the difference. It's for beginners it's a little bit complicated because most of the time they will make everything visible. In fact, like the muscle hair, everything is visible. This is just to help us. After we will remove most of them. Up. And that will work. Up. As you can see right now, I'm sculpting the part. Like that. Okay. Don't hesitate to smooth and smooth. Add some detail and smooth until you have some detail visible but not everything visible. The point is not to show everything. Up. Just like that. Maybe move the nose here. Maybe round a little this one. And as you can see, this is starting to work. Up. If it's not clean, use the grab tool, smooth a little, like that. Use the tool, you can activate the auto smooth on the crease, that will give you something cleaner like that. This is really useful. And if you remove it, up, you will have something more like that. Add and smooth. Up. No, it wasn't here, it was here. Like that. Shift C. G. So just like that, make a lot of tests. Don't hesitate to test, make a different version of your model. As you can see, I made a lot of different versions of my model. Up, Shift C. Up, let's move it a little, just to see it, but not to have it too much visible, as you can see, too big here. Well, obviously, for this kind of details, it's better to have it on the final sculpt, not on this test. But it can be interesting to see what you have. To make some tests, it's fun. Play with your model. And obviously smooth after that. And like I said, as you can see, I can add a lot of details with this wire because it's pretty clean. It's not perfect. Obviously I can use this. It's up to you. So like I said, I can add... So I forgot to restart my recording. I place the current head because I prefer this one at the center of my scene. I think this one we made today is better than the previous one. This is this one, and the previous one was this one. And on the new one, I prefer the eyes. Yep. And the other one was this one. I should remove some parts. So like I said, we will keep this one, and the setting is the same as previously I showed you. This wire is cleaner and easier for my computer to work with, and this wire is interesting, but my computer cannot use DynTopo on too much polygons. And what I wanted to show you was also another possibility on DynTopo is using this subdivide edge. In fact, if you use subdivide collapse, that will be useful when you want to make a lot of big change on your model, but when you will want to add some details, you can use subdivide edge, because on this one, up, come back, I will do this and do this. You will be able to subdivide, in fact I will keep it, subdivide your mesh. Let's see if I press, I will use the pinch just to show you. You will continue to subdivide your mesh. Did I made it? Yes. As you can see, it's not really visible, but your model will update, and you will be able to make a big pinch like that, and that will work. So let's just to show you here. As you can see, the model is updated, and since there is no collapse, the triangle are not collapsed. And like that, you will be able to make this. So this is another way to use the DynTopo. Up, just like that, you will be able to make this. Up. As you can see. Sometimes you will smooth. Let's add like that. So depend of your computer. Mine is old, cannot do what I want. I need to change it. And depend also on the workflow you want to use, if you prefer to use Dyntopo all the time, and if you prefer to come back on the remesh to add some details. It's really up to you. You do whatever you want. There is no only one possible workflow. There are a lot of different workflows. And right now we have something nice. It's not perfect, but it's better. Let's hide this one. It seems to be Hulk, as you can see. I think the head is still too flat. I think I will edit, in fact, all of this. I will move the eyes here and scale the head. But first I will save my scene. You can save as, increase and save, like that. So let's make a scale in Y. Just a little. If I exit, let's go inside view, in fact. Side view. This is better like that. Okay, I can take the eyes and move them. Yes, this is much better like that. Less flat. And if I want, maybe keep, no, maybe I will keep them like that, because Hulk has a big, this part is really big. This is much better like that. Okay. So, I will stop here this video. I think for the head we are okay. Maybe I should have combined this and this. Let's come back here. I will click to have the value. On this one, just to check this is not the same, I will update it. This is a bug I have to fix, my bad. Yes, not good. Okay, so in fact I deleted my temp file, my temp folder, and the add-on cannot find it, and it breaks. So I will combine this one and this one. So first, I will, just to continue, I will disable the auto-save temp, sculpt, up. So this part is mine because I deleted the directory because my computer needed more space. Let's save, and normally it should work if I do this. Yes! And I will combine with this. Just select those both and combine like that, and it should work. And wait a little. Never delete directories directly when using Blender. It was stupid. And that's it. And after, of course, come back to Sculpt. Up. Just edit with the grab tool. Smooth. Normally we have the the layer. Not really. Hop là, not you. Okay, that works. Up. And after, clack, 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 make it realistic. Up. Etc. Right now it was just up to combine those two. and as you can see, my model is not perfect. So let's use this one, let's increase the value. Hopla. Much better. In this case, I can play with the auto smooth. Oula, this smooth is too strong. Okay, I will play with my model later. And I think I need to move the hairs. They are too inside. Up the head. Like that. Okay, boom. And like I said, we will stop here because we have something interesting, much better than the previous version, previous test I made. Not finished, obviously. And I think in the next video we'll make the end like we made the head, and after we'll make the foot, the feet like we made the end and the head. Yes, like that. So sorry, this video was not as tutorialish as it should be, but I think it was interesting. At least I think I showed you some interesting parts of the workflow I use, and I'm not the only one to use this workflow. We have now a better head. The global model is nice. I think I will edit a little this part and enter more it like that, up, just a little to have something better. And this is the interesting part with this workflow, you can edit absolutely everything. Big guy. And as you can see, we have our model. This is just the blocking part, but we made a lot of tests, and we didn't add to work on on only one model. That will slow down a lot of your computer. Right now I can work on different parts of my model, and after once I'm okay, I will be able to combine everything, and that will work. And I will just have to update the remesh, because I will use the same workflow as this one, and after to sculpt to remove all the details I don't want, because you don't always want all the details on the muscle. And that's it. So see you later for the next part.